Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a while since I last posted any video or that anyone's really heard from me. I've had a lot of technical difficulties and just not a lot of time to record any videos, but everything has mellowed out, so now I can divert more attention to making YouTube videos for everyone. And so that being said, today I'm going to talk about music theory, what that is, and then as well as provide you with some resources to better help you to begin learning music theory and music as a whole. And so music theory, despite its name, is not something that is scientific or anything like that. It's not a compilation of different theories to better make sense of music. It is fundamentally how music works. So like if we were to compare music to a computer, um, music theory would be the hardware. It is the wires, the data, all of those inner workings that make a computer work. That's what music theory is to music. It what is allows performers and musicians to make music, to write music, to read music, and to analyze music. And so it really is the most important part of being a musician to know. It is the biggest toolbox of knowledge at a musician's disposal that is universally used in the music industry. Um, One quote I really like about music theory comes from Marvin Minsky, who was also a computer scientist. He said that we must see that music theory is not only about music, but about how people process it. To understand any art, we must look below its surface into the psychological details of its creation and absorption. And this quote is really accurate because that is exactly what music theory allows us to do. It allows us as musicians to study music and actually look at what was the composer doing? What were they writing? And we can comprehend that and use that knowledge to better create a um, more emotional and better performance for our audiences. And so, learning music theory can be very daunting. It can seem like a lot of knowledge to try and learn. But you don't have to learn all of music theory in a day or in a week. Really start out with the basics, and music theory just builds up from there as the more you learn music. It starts from day one when you pick up an instrument, and it just continues to grow and grow. So it's not super scary, but just take your time with it. And I will make sure to put some resources, links to some resources and websites in the description of this video, so that way you can start to learn and have more tools available to help you learn music theory. And one resource I want to divert your attention to is one that's called musictheory.net. It is a really good website that has lots of exercises and lessons to help you learn music in a very interactive way. And so I'm actually going to show you that website. Okay. And so yeah, what you'll see here is this is the musictheory.net homepage. Um, and I don't know if you guys can see my cursor, but in this black bar at the top of the page, you'll see that it says lessons, exercises, and tools. And these are going to be your friend when it comes to learning music theory and trying to practice learning music. And I want to bring our attention to the different exercises. And you can see here that there are a ton of different exercises available to learning music and music theory as a whole. And another thing is that musictheory.net not only helps with music theory, but it also helps with training your ears to recognize different things, whether that's chord qualities, individual notes, or even scale degrees. And so it really is a very useful tool. And if you're just starting out with music or you've taken a long break and you're wanting to come back, I really do recommend focusing on the note identification exercise right here at the top of the page. And if we were to click on that, this is what the main view of what most exercises will look like is you'll have some kind of visual cue as to what's happening, and then all of your options down below. And in the top right corner, you'll see the little cog wheel where it says customize this exercise. If we were to click on that, you can see that you can change the clef that you're in from treble clef to bass clef, alto, tenor, all of the different clefs, and even just the grand staff. You can change the range that you have. So if I wanted, right now this goes from um, an A to a C, a high C. If I wanted to, I can shrink this range, or if I added in more clefs, I can make it wider. You can choose what kind of notes you see. You can focus on just the notes that are on the lines, or notes that are only in the spaces between lines, or you can focus on both. And then you can choose whether or not to have accidentals in your notes in this exercise as well. So if we were to get rid of this, and if we were to unclick that, then all of these ones that have the little hashtag looking sign next to it, or these little what looks like little bees, none of those notes would appear. You would only have this middle line right here to learn. So it's really, this exercise is a really good starting point if you're starting to learn music. If I were you, I would recommend having accidentals on, and then make sure your volume is up as well, because another thing that this does is that when you click on a note, it'll play the actual pitch of whatever note you are seeing. So right here, this says this is a C flat. And so if I were to click C flat right here, it would turn green, and then you get the actual pitch as well. So you can start to learn the note visually and audibly at the exact same time. So yeah, that was musictheory.net. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm going to put link to musictheory.net in the description, and I'm going to put other links to other resources as well. And I will also be providing videos as well in the future of these different topics, like the different notes, chords, etc. in the future as well. So in the future, I'll be able to be a good resource for you as well. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.